good, Joey?
Good, Caleb.
And what's good, Double Clutch Nation? It's your boy Wyatt Ghost, and today I'm joined by
Joey.
And Joey, we're gonna be talking about the New York Knicks versus
Indiana Pacers.
And this is a playoff preview, baby. What should they do before we get into it?
Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell.
First game is gonna be Wednesday night. I plan on posting this Wednesday during the day, so hopefully you guys get to watch this before the series. But even if not, we're gonna give our predictions. We're gonna talk about some of the key matchups, maybe the X factors for both teams, and just how fun this matchup's gonna be, considering that one of these two teams is gonna go to the finals and win for the first time
ever. The
Knicks would be for the first time in a long time. I'm pretty sure the Pacers would be ever.
I think so as well.
So that's something, man. I think OKC has also never won a chip. And can we say that about Minnesota? None of these teams except the Knicks. The Knicks have won. So it's just been a long time. But 3 of the 4 teams I don't think have ever won a chip.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. These franchises are about to change.
Yeah.
They're gonna give it to the Knicks. They said no new chips. Sorry, guys.
New York only.
Oh my God, yeah, how crazy those fans would go.
Dude.
So, should we talk about the Knicks side of the ball or the Pacers?
Pacers side of the ball.
We're gonna talk about the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton has been insane.
He has been.
Okay, last season, the Pacers beat the Knicks, kind of around in the same spot, but things were a little different. The Knicks were banged up. They did not have a healthy OG Anunoby. They did not have a healthy Julius Randle, and I believe Mitchell Robinson was hurt. Still almost gave the Pacers a run for their money, but let's not forget that the Pacers had just acquired Pascal Siakam. Benedict Mathurin was still a year earlier in his progression, which he is doing great off the bench. And this team is just a lot more together this year.
Yeah.
I think they were still figuring things out last year, and they were able to get pretty far. You know, I believe they made the conference finals last year as well, but they're here.
Yeah.
It's official. They wiped the shit out of the Cavs.
Yeah.
Beat them in 5, which I predicted the Cavs to win in 5. So, yikes. But Tyrese is not playing. He got called the most overrated player in the NBA by a survey given to NBA players. And since that survey's come out, he's been on a burner, bro. I mean, even before it, but still, they beat the Bucks in 5. I picked the Bucks to win in 5. They beat the Cavs in 5. I keep underestimating the Pacers. And Tyrese is not having it. Miles Turner's been great. Pascal's been great. Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, all stepping up, playing good defense, working cohesively. Somehow, even when it looks really bad, they do everything right. I don't know if it's officiating or just pure luck or just the dog of Tyrese Halliburton. But they have been clutch. They have been taking games. They have been making things happen that I didn't even think were possible and blowing my mind and making me feel like an asshole for underestimating. Joey, if you had to give one player in this series that isn't, let's just say isn't Tyrese Halliburton, all right, Joey, who's going to be the X factor for the Pacers in this series, bro?
I think it's going to be Miles Turner ultimately.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Why?
Because he's their big man. He's going to have to step up and play some solid defense.
His offense, bro, we know the defense is there. And his offense has always been great. He's always been able to stretch, but we really need to see him be consistent. He doesn't need to take over, but Tyrese will have his games, and he's always the floor general. He's always in charge. But Tyrese will have his games where he doesn't score as much, and he needs someone like Pascal, like Miles, like Benedict Mathurin to step up. And we need them to be able to be there in the right spots, hit their shots, rebound. Miles Turner needs to get down there, box out, and rebound. And if they can just play the series right, this is honestly such a good matchup, such a close matchup. And we're not getting into predictions yet, but I think it's kind of like flip a coin. Miles Turner is going to be a big X factor, but for me, I think it's either between Pascal Siakam or Benedict Mathurin. Benedict Mathurin off the bench is going to need to be consistent, not too off the wall. He's still pretty young and he's pretty flamboyant, so he tends to, you know, get in people's faces, be a little extra. He needs to lock into the playoff chills, you know, keep your mood regulated, while still being able to be consistent and dominate and play good defense. Honestly, he's an offensive spark. His defense is okay, but he tends to lack in certain moments, and I would like to see him really step up on the offensive end and the defensive end, but consistency is key. Besides that, Pascal Siakam is going to have to be a number 2 and some nights a number 1 option on offense. That does not mean Tyrese Halliburton is going to be less of a distributor, less of a shot maker. It just means that some nights Tyrese is automatically looking for someone to take over.
Yeah.
He might know that it's not a fourth quarter yet. Let me get someone else working. Pascal needs to be on his P's and Q's, bro. He needs to be able to hit the shots when he gets them. He needs to be able to drive, hit the right cuts, be in the right spots as well, and just really maximize the moment.
Yeah.
Being a team like the Indiana Pacers and making it this far 2 years in a row, you need to capitalize. Especially because with the way the NBA is now, small markets are having a hard time with money. And all these players are going to be looking for contracts, including Benedict Mathurin. Kyrie's got his bag, so he's locked in. But, you can't keep a core together anymore as long. You're seeing it with the Boston Celtics. They're probably going to have to get rid of Jalen or Kristaps or, I think Kristaps is unrestricted, so he's probably gone.
Yeah.
But it's really just, harder now because they don't let you have as many max deals. They penalize the hell out of you. So I think, honestly, Benedict Mathurin's going to have to step up big, but Pascal's going to have to step up and be the Pacers' X factor alongside Tyrese because he is going to need a lot of help with a team like the Knicks, who is so gritty. This lineup's nuts, Joey.
Yeah, we got Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart.
Cat, bro.
Cat.
Fucking... Who are we missing?
Mikal Bridges.
And Mikal has stepped up. His defense has been crucial for the Knicks, especially in that Boston series.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have been hating on him for his jump shot or just not feeling like he stepped up enough or he wasn't worth his trade package. And yeah, they threw a lot to get him, but it's moments like these, times like these where you can push the Knicks to the conference finals past a team like Boston, regardless of injuries. Prayers to Jason Tatum. But regardless of injuries, they've made it so far and looked so good, and no one believed in them beating Boston because they couldn't be the top team all year. Well, guess what? Pacers and the Knicks, bro, it's going to be so wild.
Yeah.
And hopefully the grit of the Knicks. Josh Hart plays his heart out. Literally.
Yeah.
Mitch Robinson's been lacking, bro. He's almost hard to play, but maybe that'll change in this series. Deuce McBride off the bench is great. You know how Thibodeau is. I'm worried about him injuring some of the players because he plays his lineup so much. Brunson, we know he's going to be taking a lot of shots, really being a dog, taking over in the moments we need. I'm not worried about Brunson performing. I'd say the big matchup that I need to see is I want to see Karl Anthony Towns work Miles Turner on defense and really pop off.
Yeah.
He needs to be hitting his shots. He needs to show that he's the superstar that Minnesota had and maybe prove that Anthony Edwards is not able to do it on his own over there. Not that he's on his own, he has Julius, but still, Pat needs to make a statement now.
Yeah.
He's kind of been, he's been the number 2, but not solidly the whole playoff run. He needs to cement himself as a number 2 and some nights a number 1. And it's not like Pascal. Pat is supposed to be that guy. So I would like to see him step up a lot more. So he's probably my X factor for this series. And do you have an X factor for the next series?
I would say probably Jalen Brunson, realistically.
Yeah. What are you expecting from him? Point average. We know
I'm expecting anywhere between I'm probably gonna say around 25.
Oh, come on, Joe.
I don't think
it's gonna be 30, 40. I'm guessing he's gonna average 33 a night. 30. That's my call right now. I believe in Brunson, bro. He's a dog. He can drive, he can shoot, he can shot.
Is he going to be that consistent the entire series?
I don't know if he'll be that consistent, but if he's not, he's going to have one game where he drops 19. And every other game's going to be a pop-off. It's just going to be if the Knicks can get past the Pacers in the clutch. Because these teams are both performing.
Yeah.
But right now, the Pacers are on a weird level. And so I'm going to pick this series, Knicks in 7. Knicks are going to go to the finals. According to me, I'm picking Knicks in 7. Joey, what are you going to call this series?
I'm going to say the New York Knicks in 6.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't
blame
you.
Prediction, yeah.
I don't blame you. The only thing I'm scared about, man, we both picked the Knicks. This whole time, I'm pretty sure we've both picked against the Pacers every series.
Yeah.
And
so
the scary part, I don't think you should go against your gut.
Yeah, I know.
But I think I'm going to feel so bad if they beat the Knicks bad. If they win in 5 against the Knicks or something, I'm going to feel like such an asshole because this whole time I've picked against them. And I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't see a way where if Minnesota or OKC gets there and Indiana gets there, I'm going to pick against them again.
Yeah.
And so if they win the championship and I've picked against them every round, I'm going to be heated because I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the playoffs and just what's left of basketball. We got 2 really good series. We made a video on the other one. Go check it out. Joey, what should they do before we wrap things up?
Like, comment, subscribe, check out the channel.
And most importantly, just enjoy basketball. Enjoy playoff basketball. Enjoy Fugglers. Enjoy Knicks versus
Indiana Pacers.
And most importantly, enjoy life. Until next time, Joey.